Are you stuck under 1000 elo and just don't know how to improve? Well, today I have a solution for you. If you follow what I'm about to tell you, you will improve. Think of it as instant gratification versus delayed gratification. Now I'm gonna show you a game and you're gonna see exactly what I mean. So we get the Scandinavian opening and there it is, Queen to e6. Instant gratification, right? Just because there is a check, black is gonna deliver a check, right? And that's a bad move. Now white just develops and blocks the check, right? Black develops and d4. That is the problem, right? Now there is a fork, so black has to move again. White develops, okay, black decides to pin the knight or something, and knight to b5, attacking the queen, attacking the pawn. Black has to move again, right? Now we see bishop to f4, again attacking this pawn. Black again has to defend. White castles, knight to f6, and then c4. e6 and knight to e5. So attacking the queen, attacking the knight, everything is collapsing. Just because of this check. Just because black was lazy in the opening and just decided to give a check for some reason, and then, I don't know, this bishop move was also bad. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Just develop. That's it. White didn't do anything crazy, right? So now we see bishop takes bishop, queen takes knight, pawn takes. And now this knight is actually out of squares except this one, so it has to go back. And now rook f to d1. Okay, here black blundered, but even if, let's say, queen to e7, I mean, still knight takes, right? The position is just totally lost. But obviously there is now a fork, queen has to move again, free rook, white just threatens the infiltration. Now we see f5, check, king moves, and there is a pin. h6, takes, and now not taking, because let's see the difference. If takes, this rook is still here and the king is improved. If, let's say, white goes a4, then takes, let's say king attacks the rook, you can see the difference, right? So both rooks in the game, in the other position, so if white takes, you can see the both rooks are on the back rank, right? So do not take if you don't need to. And here also the queen is pinned, so the queen cannot escape, right? So just b4, and look at how easy it is now. Just, okay, black just is doing random moves, right? I mean, there is nothing he can actually do, so now white just goes a4, just pushing the pawns. Now black finally decides to trade because, I mean, he can't do anything else, right? And just push, and there it is, right? Black has to sacrifice the rook, because otherwise there would be a promotion. And now just checkmate, right? It was just so easy. So just because white developed, right? And black gave this stupid check, right? Because it just loses time, nothing else, right? And that's it. That's the only thing you have to improve in your games. If there is no threat, you develop. Okay, so now I'm playing against a 1900 and I'm not gonna play any theory, I'm just gonna develop pieces, okay? So just developing. Both knights out, bishop out, and castle, okay? And I'm gonna win just because I'm developing and he's not. Okay, I'm just gonna take this one. You just have to be careful that there is no threats because my king is open, but currently he can't check me, right? So yeah, let's castle. Let's go bishop g5, I guess. Maybe bishop f4 was better to cover more squares, but who cares? Yeah, I'm just gonna go back. Okay. And he loses a pawn, right? I mean, did I do anything crazy? I don't think so. I guess he can go here, but then I have this one, right? Point is takes if I take, he can take mine, right? Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here, this idea. And then maybe knight to e5. Even if he damages my pawns, I don't care. Okay. I really don't want to defend. Too lazy. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'll go here and he can take. If he takes this way, then my pawns don't get damaged, right? Yeah. And now I developed the last rook. This one is already developed, right? Because there is an open file. He can go a6, let's say, but then there is a big hole on b6, so maybe drive my pawn up there. Okay. Just develop. By the way, the idea of bishop b3 is that this pawn is pinned, right? This one. So I had maybe this threat in the future if he didn't take. Yeah, so now again, I'm just developing and he's not, right? He's trying to do something, but I don't see anything, so. Yeah. Now this is a threat, but knight covers, right? So actually let me still kick the knight, because maybe if I take, then he can develop and threaten maybe a check or something. No, but my rook is 3. Yeah, I mean, why not? Look, this move, there is no downside to h3, right? And then on the next move I take. So I should be careful because this is not currently a safe square because the queen is covering it. Yeah. Now I'll probably just take. But in the future, when the queen moves, this will be an escape square in case of some back rank checks. Yeah, now I'm gonna take this one. So if my rook wasn't opened, if this file wasn't opened, then I would play rook to e1 first and then take, right? But yeah, here, take obviously. Check, I go back. Or actually check, maybe I block with the queen. Yeah, I missed this one. I should have played queen to e3 first. Because now check. No, but I can still block with the pawn, because the knight is defended by the queen. Yeah. Now... Okay, let's see. Can go here, maybe? Oh, but now he has a check. But I can chuck the knight, so it's fine. So check. Here. Check. g3 takes the knight, check, here, mate. So I have to play knight to e5 just to block this file, and then in check, in case of a check, I can block, because otherwise he has perpetual basically, because I cannot block in that case. So check here if the knight is on e5. So let's say knight e5, queen here, check. He goes check, I cannot block because he takes this pawn, right? So I would have to come back with the queen. And I cannot come back with the queen, or I guess I can, even if the knight is here, because it's covering this square. But I should be careful about, so let's say check here, and then the rook coming down, right? Yeah, so now I still don't like this. Now if I take, yeah, I can take, because I'm defending the knight, right? So check here, check here. Why is this game so complicated now? Like every move I need to find some tactical solution. Yeah, now just go back. I mean, I don't really care about this pawn, and also he just hung the knight. If he, for example, yeah, now he's attacking this one. No, actually I'm gonna go here. Defend with the queen, threaten, knight sack. This takes checkmate. Yeah, that's it, he resigns. And as you saw in the opening, this was a bit of a weird opening, but still, you can see he's by the engine even better because I didn't play any theory. And you can see I'm just developing, and he hung a pawn, right? He hangs a pawn. Again, this is development because I'm reinforcing the structure. I go back, so there is no issue. I go here, develop the queen. Okay, here I had to solve this this problem. Knight d2 is suggested by the engine. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And then f3, okay, to block. But I go here. Point was, if he takes, I would take with the pawn actually, even though the engine doesn't agree, because then I have long-term pressure against this pawn. I guess he can move the king, but still, I mean, I still like my position, because I can go, let's say, king to h1 and move the rook as well and use this pawn to break the structure, right? But yeah, he takes. Now this rook is basically developed because it's on the open file. I get in here, pick the knight, take the pawn. Yeah, knight e5, you can see the engine. Knight e5 is better, but I take the pawn because the point is you want to develop, right? That's the point of the video. I'm just taking this free pawn. But anyways, yeah, so here queen c1 engine wants, but I just go here, yeah, and check, just go g3, because takes and mate. But okay, in the game, he goes back, now I'm defending the knight so I can block, queen takes, knight d5, and that's it. Let's say queen to c, yeah, queen to c2, I guess, to defend maybe, but now I can take here. Probably, no, not with the rook, with the knight, okay, because I have check, yeah. So let's say, I don't know, okay, best move is queen takes. Let's say he goes here, right? Okay, now I just have checkmate, but even this one, right? Nice way to finish the game. So yeah, develop your pieces. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you next time.